Hey guys, I'm Docski, the developer of REPULS.io, and I've been invited to give you guys a behind the scenes look at some of the things that I've been working on. I'd like to start that by showcasing this guy. This is the bolt action sniper rifle. This sniper rifle you will be able to access in your loadout as long as you've unlocked it, unlike the other sniper rifle that you can only find on the map or in specific game modes. So this is ideal for people who love to snipe but struggle with finding a sniper rifle in the typical matches. This, however, is not a replacement for the sniper rifle. Being a bolt action, it has a pretty slow firing rate. So you would not want to be caught missing with this weapon. Alright, the next thing I want to showcase is this map. This is Fortress. Fortress is a medium-sized warfare map where one team spawns on the outside here and the other team spawns in this fortified building. But first let's pay attention to some of the details on the outside. On the outside you can see quite a bit of cover and you can see a lot of places for vehicles, so expect a lot of vehicular combat to be taking place. Naturally, you have access to vehicles. You can sneak this direction by picking up this camo here and taking this bypass. This will allow you to sneak into the base and maybe pull off some up close kills. The shotgun is conveniently placed just for that purpose. You can also take a different approach. You can come up this route where you get a full view of the fortress. And you can also use this grav lift to shove yourself onto the outskirts of the fortress, where you can then try to make your way in. Naturally, you can go right through the front door, or you can take this side to the right and flank the enemy that way. Now, if you were spawned inside the fortress, you get the luxury of having to defend it, and you also get the luxury of all these corridors and height advantages to hold the enemy at bay. Another new thing I'd like to show you guys is explosive barrels. This might not seem like a big deal because a lot of games have explosive barrels, but REPULS's emphasis on physics and immersive gameplay leads to being able to do stuff like this. Or this, which allows you to be able to do some interesting stuff, such as being able to push the barrel and being able to destroy it. You can push a barrel at an opponent, dealing direct physical damage, or just push it in their general direction before shooting it for it to explode. Naturally, you have your mech to defend your base. So anyone looking to enter the base expecting it to be unguarded will have this to deal with. The base is also designed in a rather interesting way. If you pay attention, you'll notice that the ramps in the base, all the passages, are quite wide, which allows vehicles to be able to traverse even the interior of the base, even though it may not be advised. If you're a really good driver, you'd be able to drive around the map without crashing into every wall like I am. But I just wanted to show you guys that the maps aren't designed with any form of restriction. So you can create your own base defenses and do stuff your way. Oops, I fell off. This is a perfect moment for me to show you guys a new equipment in REPULS. This is the jump pad, and it does quite a few neat things. The most important one being, of course, being a jump pad, which allows you to bypass walls or get on top of high places. But it also does some few other interesting stuff. I wonder what happens if I try to drive over one. Ah! Wow! Oh my god! Well... Okay! I did not plan that, but I'm keeping it. That was awesome. That was cool. Alright, so again, as you can see, I don't plan these things. I just make the items and I allow the game to bring them to life. You guys are in control of what happens on the battlefield. Another awesome thing that you can do with these jump pads, I'll show you right now. There we go. This is the energy shield. This is the staff that sticks into the ground and then emits an energy shield. This is a shield that sticks into the ground and stops incoming damage. Once hidden behind the shield, you are impervious to all forms of ballistic weapons. It will also protect you from explosions. However, it does have weaknesses. Vehicles don't seem to care. If you pay attention to the inside design of this base, it's designed primarily for defense. This is because this base, this map, is being designed taking into account future game modes such as infection, survival, or horde modes, in which one team will have to bunker up in the base and defend it from incoming AI or incoming players. This is the buy station. The buy station will be an object that you will be able to walk up to, open a menu, and purchase things such as vehicle respawns, new weapons, items, ammo, and things to help while you're in battle. But as it's currently work in progress, it's not yet ready for a showcase. Another thing I'd like to show you guys is the server list, which have been completely remade to be a lot more user friendly. Changing servers now is just a simple click. The same for changing playlists. This change was primarily done to support future playlists so that it would be easier to navigate through different types of playlists. Future infection playlists and so on will be easier to access this way. And now let's take a look at Breakthrough. Breakthrough is another work in progress, large scale map designed for full-on vehicle and vehicle warfare. Please disregard the imperfection that you see because this map is still work in progress. This is the REPULS hover tank. It's still work in progress, so things like sounds and special effects aren't yet done. And it currently uses the rocket launcher's projectile. But it's still dangerous nonetheless. Being a hover tank, it does move differently from a regular tank, which should allow it to drive over terrains and objects that a typical tank wouldn't be able to maneuver over, including doing ridiculous stuff like climbing walls. But as said, it's work in progress, so it's not yet ready for release. I'm also playing with the idea of maps in which this tank will be able to travel to places other vehicles are not able to travel to, such as over swamps or water. The reason this map is not yet released is because right now I think it's too big, and I'm considering that I might need to have bots before I release it, as a few players running around this map may take forever to find each other, leading to boring gameplay. I am incredibly proud of this water effect though. I just really like how it ripples and moves. Let's do a quick fly through so you can have an idea of the size. This map is primarily being designed for a control type game mode where there will be 2 points on the map which need to be controlled by both teams in order to win. One team spawns in the base and the other down here in this depot. I really hope to get this map finished at some point, but I just thought I'd show you guys because I know quite a few of you have seen it and are curious to what's going on for it. I just thought I'd give you the story. That's it for now. There are some other stuff that I could have showed you guys, but they're a lot earlier in development. You guys should be seeing this in REPULS soon, and thank you guys for watching.